Hello and welcome everyone to this August 2018 monthly reading. You know, it's been super cosmic, supernaturally cosmic in all that's been happening with these eclipses, and we have another one coming. We have a solar eclipse coming in the sign of Leo, ruled by the sun star, and I find it all fascinating. And I've repeated a million times how I wish my mind would wrap around astrology and astronomy, but it's more that I harness energies. But I like my monthly readings because now I'm trying to write this book, and so I can't do a lot of readings too much anymore. And for those who write to me about doing a reading for you, I gratefully, love you all, but I want to do this book. Okay? I got to do this book. This book has been on my table for before YouTube, so I got to write this metaphysical. It's going to be about metaphysics. So, but here we are in the 8th month, okay, August, and it's known here. And now, Native Americans named their moons where they lived in the respect of, different, whether you were in the southern or northern hemisphere. It was all, where they were arranged, okay. But this is known, I followed this lady, and I wish I would have written her name back in the day, but Harvest Moon, Moon of Integrity. Virgo, Weaver's Moon, Galactic in Tone Maya. And I really do want to, kind of embrace more of the mind wisdom. But Virgo is my moon sign, so I'm paying attention for this August, okay? And the Empress is the Tarot. So I have brought forward the Empress of all the decks that I adore. And here's the Empress of the Lover's Tarot, because the Empress is all about that, And the Empress, I brought out my Sun and Moon Tarot deck. Okay. So this is the Empress, which this Empress has never arrived from this deck. Okay. Never, ever. The Empress from this deck arrives a lot. And this is the Sun and Moon Tarot, where this is the Two of Cups, my favorite card in tarot. Okay. It's because it's balanced and it's with love and desire. But this Empress from this deck that I just shared, the Sun and Moon Tarot, has never ever arrived. So I'm praying that maybe she arrives today. But this Empress has arrived, and this is from the Tarot Draconis for the Sun Star, Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. Happy birthday, Virgo. Okay, happy birthday. This month makes everything organic for me, because I just, in Florida, August is a lovely month. It really is. It's like we're leaving the summer, and now we're going to go into the cooler months, and August starts that, and it's lovely. I love living in Florida. I sure do. Okay, so now the herbs are chamomile, St. John's wort, fennel, and rue. The colors are yellow, gold, obviously for the sun star. Stones are tiger's eye, carnelian, red jasper. And the animals are the lioness, the phoenix, and the hawk. And I just had a baby hawk. I can't say it's a baby. I want to say it was like a teenager baby. I just delivered the video a couple of days ago. And he was here. I felt it was a he, and I think it was a he because he was so focused in the respect of he did not move for an hour. When I filmed him finally, I took 4 videos of him, and the video, just my phone, is something wrong with it. I even called, I'm with you know, the phone system in the respect that I wanted to. What's going wrong with my cell phone? It's not even a year old that I've had this phone, and it's not doing what it's supposed to do. But anyway, this hawk sat there. It was, and you know, and I know it was a young hawk because there was the squirrel, you know, right next to it. You know, because hawks and eagles eat squirrels, and you knew, I knew, because I have many squirrels that come here to eat the peanuts, the raw peanuts, and this squirrel was not afraid from this hawk because he knew it was a little one. And I've had big hawks come here. That was the fourth hawk I've had on my property out here, this little young blood. But I've had hawks out here that stand like really 2 feet tall, you know, like literally, like, yeah. And this hawk, you could tell, was maybe a foot tall, so I knew it was a baby. But I could tell also that the little hawk was embracing my property, and hawks are messengers from the gods, embracing my property, because it just sat there for like 45 minutes, and I just was like, you know, I knew they were talking to me, and it was talking to me, but I just wanted to wonder where it went to, because I would have loved to have had that as my, you know, little baby, new baby that comes organically to me all the time. Gaia, Mother Earth, is here, okay? Demeter, another wisdom of goddesses, and Corn Mother is the Native American agricultural responsible for the origin of corn, and maíz in Spanish. The medicine is gathering, gratitude, health and wellness, friendships, bounty, and motherhood. And the creative power, harmonize, action to model. I scratched something out here. Okay. So this is a very overwhelming goddess energy month. Okay. And that we have the Empress as its theme. Come on, people. You know, if you've been following me long enough, we know that Empress Venus has come through how many times? So as I shared, I have all the Empresses highlighting in case they come through. Okay. And this is the Empress and her daughter. This is a lovely, and it's about creativity. You know, the Empress is all about creativity. And her young daughter to teach us the wisdom, okay? And then, as I shared, the Empress of the Sun and Moon Tarot has never arrived on my table, but this is another one that shows she's sitting on a crescent like moon here, okay? Actually, today was the first time I ever saw this card, okay? Because I've never pulled this card out, but I wanted to bring out the wisdom of the Venus, and she's got 2 bunnies here and some butterflies. Okay. I've never seen this card before. Really, truly, never. And so that we have her here is beautiful as well. And it looks like it's almost like a seagull. A seagull flying overhead, which I just noticed right now, because I got a bunch of seagulls when I feed the birdies. Now I got these crazy seagulls coming through. Very beautiful. Okay, so, and then, but now this Empress has come through from the Tarot Draconis many times. Okay. So I'm just praying that, you know, positivity of the bounty of the Empress, and she's all about planet Venus, about love and creativity, art, fertility, you know, and she's about that harmonious balance. She's a mama, you know, she loves, and I just shared it, my beautiful dove is brought forward 2 little babies again. And I posted to my fan page on Facebook that there they were, and they're there, and so I'm so proud of them. First card in my hand. And it's lovely. You know, it's lovely that I have this nature now around me. I loved my condo on the beach. Second card. But now that I have these little cuties and raccoons and possums, I love it. I love it. I'm born to do this, you know. I am. Okay, so this card I picked, they didn't just fall in my lap. Oh, it's so beautiful. I just, I feel I'm blessed in so many ways, you know. I really do. And you know, it's not about my mystic side so much, it's just that I feel I'm blessed. I feel that, you know, God is with me and the universe. And yeah, I feel beauty. And you know, happy birthday, Leo. And you know, your mantra is, I will. I will. And happy birthday, Virgo. And your mantra is, I analyze. Okay. And Virgo is my moon sign, so I kind of follow what's going to happen. But here we have Leo and this solar eclipse, and Leo is going to be hot stuff as well. And, you know, we have action and future ahead of us, my darlings. And outcomes from that, you know, action and future. Okay? So don't deny yourselves about doing something new. Or if you've been working on the same project forever, just know that, you know, sometimes we have obstacles and sometimes we have to focus on those, but action, future, and outcome is what's going to happen. Okay? So let's see what happens today. Oh Lord, look at this. What came down there? I'm going to pick this bottom card. I don't know how other readers do it, but I can feel electricity, and I'm going to do a pairing. Okay? Because they just wanted to. And my dragons, if anything, I love are the dragons. I'm a dragon mastress. I'm queen of dragons. That's when I sit down to pray to the beautiful ones. I call on dragons. And the unicorns too. Prince of Shells, the charmer. Okay. So here we have some young blood. The Prince of Shells is here. And that's beautiful as well, because now we know that you know, the emotional side is truth to what we're going to do. Okay, even though we have Leo in the sign of this new solar eclipse, which is awesome, fire sign ruled by the sun, and the sun and the moon work with these eclipses, is supernaturally beautiful. But at the end of the month, we have a full moon in the sign of Pisces. So here we have the Prince of Shells, the Prince of Water, the Prince of, you know, like a Pisces element. The charmer is here. I like it. Okay, so let's see what happens next. The charmer. Four of Gems. Possessiveness. Okay. So, the Four of Gems. Alright. So this is, in the gems are the earth sign in this deck. But now, possessiveness, usually when they use this word, and this deck, this True Love Tarot deck, is written by a couple, Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. They're a love, you know, they're a couple. I don't think they're married, but and they've written another deck too. But okay, so the Four of Earth. So and now, you know, sometimes I don't alert or agree with the words that some of these tarot authors connect to. Okay. And like possessiveness is one, but usually this is the 4 coins, and usually it's true in traditional tarot. You see this person, it's usually a man, and he's hoarding his money. You know, he's hoarding it, and he has this box where he keeps his coins in, and he has a lock to it, and but you know, that's not what we do on this channel. Okay. On this channel we give, we alert to the beauty of love, we donate, we, you know, spend time volunteering. So this card means nothing, okay, to me. We volunteer, and volunteering is a beautiful thing, okay. And for those who hoard money and think about it, well, you wouldn't be watching shows like mine, that's for sure. Oh, look at this, another 4s here. Okay, so let's talk about this. See how quickly it changed right here in my hand. Okay, so 4 coins, which is usually in traditional tarot depicted as this man hoarding his money. But here we have now 4 of Wands. Okay. And so the 4 Wands speak about, you know, having that mental peace and stability, you know, strength of your mind to make sure that you know what is coming. And we talk about the 4s a lot. We talk about the 4s a lot in the respect that how the pyramids were built on a square point 4, and then the pyramid goes up to a 3 into transforming and embracing the universe up above, the stars. Okay. So there's no, you know, I believe in synchronicity. Mayan wisdom taught me that. The Mayan wisdom taught me all about synchronicity, and that 2 4s came back to back when I was just adjusting this one about being possessive. It's not a good thing, okay? And you know, we have good value with making money. There's nothing wrong with making the coin. There's nothing wrong with being able to make coin and then you give back. Like, you know, think about Oprah, right? And all these other supernaturals, that these superstars who've made their coin and give back. That's what we do. We give back, okay? So don't deny your values, your goodness in your heart. You know, we don't have too much time on this planet, and we have to. So, but to say that, you know, see, I would never use the word possessiveness. If I wish I am creating a tarot deck, but that's not the word I would use. Okay, but you know, again, a lot of these people, you know, and this deck especially, she followed Aleister Crowley. All her cards are the same name what Aleister Crowley did. And Aleister Crowley was my first divination deck, the Book of Thoth. Yes. And I see, isn't this crazy good? Or crazy in the respect that the 7 of Cups, this card has come through many times on this channel, and the botch. This is Aleister Crowley's totally word of wisdom for this card of the 7 debauch. But see, I don't listen to that. Okay, because I'm about spiritualism and spiritual victory and challenges. It's a balance, okay? But definitely, she definitely uses. But there's, you can see this couple, okay? There's this couple, and they're like, you know, kind of floating in the water, and all these cups, all these 7 cups are just sinking. And but to call this word debauch is not true to me. Okay. Now, Aleister Crowley, no doubt about it, he kind of followed Diablo. Okay, no doubt about it. Now the Ten of Swords. Okay, you see. And I mainly brought this deck out, the Sun and Moon Tarot, because of this, you know, another eclipse coming in the sign of Leo, solar eclipse. Because this is high energy. This is cosmic realm. This is, you know, this is all universal, supernatural, cosmic. The gods and the goddesses are speaking, however you want to look at it. But now you can see this card says Ten of Swords Ruin. Okay. Now to me, numerology wise, the tens are about transcendence. That you have been through the scope. You've been through the ruins, you've been through the good, you've been through the bad, you've been through the ugly, and you are victorious. Okay. Victorious. And you really, you know, you've learned, you've gained impetus, and you understand the mystic, and you understand the supernatural, and you understand about earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. You understand metaphysically what's going to happen next. And maybe you are becoming psychic and intrinsically aligning with being a physical medium, or maybe a medium of passing them to the light, or perhaps in many, many ways. Okay. And actually, I'm embracing all the young ones who write to me, because they will be our future leaders in embracing that. They understand there's another realm that we can harness. Okay. Because if anything I do, I harness energies. Okay. And I'm so grateful to meet young people doing it. So see, I would never, ever name the Ten of Swords Ruin. Okay. Never. But Aleister Crowley did, because he was, you know, supposedly the tarot started in Italy, I think in the year 1700 or something like that. And so, you know, back then it was a lot of, you know, the Romans all crazy over there. You know, they kill people like it's nobody's business. And I feel that that's when it all started. You know, the tarot was supposedly trying to put fear in people, but you know, we don't do that anymore. You know, and with the moon and the sun in Leo, and giving us this new solar eclipse, is fabulous to me. It's wonderful. And Leo's mantra is, I will continue on my mission. I will. And Leo is the strength of lion. Okay. Who's gonna fight a lion, right? You'd have to be loco. But in the Roman times, they would bring out lions to fight with the gladiators. You know, it was just all about blood. You know, killing. But that's changing. And we are now going to become a healing planet. A healing planet. And it's going to be about love. And I will to be healer. I will to be loving. I will it with all my heart and soul. So the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the eights, if you know me, you know, Belgicati 88. It's about power and success. That's what I feel. You know? And the Earth sign is a beautiful sign to commit to yourself about, you know, not being, how we say, it is about not being afraid about making the money. There's nothing wrong with making the money, but you give it back to, right? You donate, you take that time. It's called the balance. And the balance. But there's nothing wrong with power and success. Okay, nothing wrong with power and success. Especially if you've, you know, done the work, done the virtue, done the business. You know, there's nothing wrong with making money. We're not talking about these gangsters making money. We're talking about that you care about who you are, what you are, and the money comes forward. Okay. And I totally believe the universe aids us in that respect. Okay. I truly, truly do. I truly do. Look at that. Talking about the coin right now. Here's the King of Pentacles, the King of Earth, the King of Coin. And he's pretty much saying yes. You know, I've earned it, I worked it, and I have a kingdom to master, because the kings and queens have mastered themselves. Okay. And yes, I have mastered myself, and I give back. I'm a wholesome king in the respect I want my people to represent bounty. When I gain bounty, they get bounty. And that's how we heal ourselves. Okay. That's how we help this earth heal. And that's how we do it. And it's about that, taking that action towards future to have an outcome that is beautiful for all people, for all wisdom. Okay. For all wisdom. Beautiful that he just came through after the Eight of Pentacles. Beautiful. It's organically aligned. Seven of Wands. Okay, so now we're talking about Tarot Draconis. And you know, I love my dragons. Okay, so now the seven's another spiritual number. Okay. And the Seven of Wands is the Seven of Fire, which we're talking about this Leo sign of fire with the sun star rule, just magnificence. But, you know, you have to stand your ground. No doubt about it. Because there are people out there that do not get us, will not get you if you're opening your awareness to the supernatural elements, realms, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. They are not going to get you. Okay. And that's all right. You let them go. You let them go easy. You let them go nicely. You don't even have to speak. You just do it. You know, you pray, you meditate, and you just, if you know their names or whatever, you just send them back to where they come from. Okay. That's how we do it. And you have to stand your ground. Because that's one thing about spiritual awareness. I've talked about it a lot of times on my channel. The minute you say, I'm awakening to the other realm, spirit's force source, that's when the demons come. Okay, there's no doubt about it. The demons are here in legion. I've shared many videos about that. And the minute they know, the moment they know that you are awakening to the beautiful love of the higher forces, angelic realm, God force source, earth, air, fire, water, you know, spirit elements, the dark force is going to come. And so you have to be fierce and fearless, okay? And that's when you call on the white light, bright light, okay? Because the dark forces don't want many of us like us. And, you know, dark forces, the sadness is how we have these police that kill people every freaking day. It's disgusting. Okay, so what is this one? Wow. Whoa, this card was reversed. I hardly ever have cards reversed. Hold on. Let's read this card. Tarot Draconis. Hold on. Okay. So this is number 12. Okay, this card came out reverse. I don't read reverse because of the respect that I want to give good light to everyone, you know. I know a lot of tarot readers read reverse and they get a zillion video views. But I'm not about that. I really am not. Okay, so, and you can see Tarot Draconis does not speak about reverse cards here. Let me see, hold on. I've never read from this little book. Okay, no, this is all in different languages. It's in Italian, and Spanish, and French. Okay, so you see, I never read cards reversed. So here we have the Hangman, okay? that came through like this. Okay, but you can see there's no reverse reading for this. And this book and tarot deck that I'm working on, I'm not going to have reverse either. So, okay, the Hangman. Above the abyss, where the fire of primordial chaos boils, the dragon dips into a nosedive. Okay. His sacrifice will be remembered as generous or mad. His abandon and dedication to the idea cannot bring death, but rather rebirth. Still waters flow into a new vision of the world. Is that deep or what, my darlings? Is that deep or what? Again, the Hangman, Major Arcana card. Above the abyss. Okay, so you can see, they're talking about the cosmic realm. Above the abyss, where the fire of primordial chaos boils, the dragon dips into a nosedive. His sacrifice will be remembered as generous or mad. His abandon and dedication to the idea cannot bring death, but rather rebirth. Still waters flow into a new vision of the world. And maybe perhaps, I pulled him out to talk about this rebirth, from death to rebirth, right? And that's what we do. For those of you who've been through chaos in your life, and for those of you who are now saying, I'm awakening, you got off the drugs, or you got off the, element of, a lot of people into, having a lot of sexual partners. You got away from that. Maybe going and just staying on your own and rehabilitating yourself. And please don't get on these people on prescription drugs. I think the government wants us just, I better not go there because I know they follow me, so I'm not going to go there. Okay, we have these two bonus cards. Please try to stay as organic as you can. Look at this, my beautiful card. My Luna is here, and the Eight of Coins is here. I am a high priestess of the moon, and that Luna came through to teach us about, because the moon scares a lot of people. There's no doubt about it. I remember before I started YouTube, I always loved the moon. I would tell people, I follow the moon. I love the moon. And they're like, well, that makes people crazy. Why are you doing that? Why? And I'm like, I don't know. She keeps me balanced. The moon keeps me. I watch her, and I see her in her new moon cycles, her full moon cycles. And without Luna and the sun star, the Earth this planet Earth would not be. And people look at me sideways, like, what are you talking about? Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. And see, this reversed Hangman taught us something today. Okay. And, with the Hangman, it's about planet Neptune as well, which is, we're going to have this full moon in Pisces at the end of August. And Pisces ruled by Neptune. So it's like we want to make sure that we harness these energies, and that the Hangman Major Arcana card from Neptune came through is wonderful. It's like it's telling me, or telling us, let's say it that way, that we have a time to illuminate. Luna illuminates us, okay? Now, mind you, I picked it reverse, and that the Tarot Dracanas didn't have a reverse message for us is supernaturally fabulous. Okay, I'm going to read it again because Luna's here. And that Luna is going to be in the sign of Pisces. And Neptune rules Pisces. And that this is Neptune's major arcana card. Let's read it one more time, okay? Above the abyss, where the fire of primordial chaos boils, the dragon dips into a nosedive. His sacrifice will be remembered as generous or mad. His abandon and dedication to the idea cannot bring death, but rather rebirth. Still waters flow into a new vision of the world. And that's what we want. Okay, and this is why we talk about spiritual matters on this channel, because we want to go from what may be not doing us righteousness, and we want to rebirth ourselves towards this earth, air, fire, water, spirit, elemental energies that we can harness. If I can harness them, you can harness them. Okay, we all can do this. And here's Luna. Oh my Lord, I'm just so happy. You know what? I'm going to read the moon from the Tarot Draconis because she came through. And now, see, I don't watch my own videos, people, but how did that come out? Where those two cards when it came through? The moon. From the obscure heart of the night, the black dragon descends into the underworld of its soul. He knows that the path to the abyss... Oh my God. Can we just talk about the abyss here? Okay, hold on. The moon. From the obscure heart of the night, the black dragon descends into the underworld of its soul. He knows that the path to the abyss is marked with dreams and delusions, but also that it leads to self-knowledge. No matter how important the voyage to the depths of the unconscious may be, his return is just as important. Look at that, my darlings. Look at that. Uno más. The moon. From the obscure heart of the night, the black dragon descends into the underworld of its soul. He knows that the path to the abyss is marked with dreams and delusions, but also that it leads to self-acknowledgement. No matter how important the voyage to the depths of the unconscious may be, he returns. His return is just as important. My. Spectral, the dragon leaps above the abyss, where the fire of primordial chaos boils. The dragon dips into a nosedive. His sacrifice will be remembered as generous or mad. His abandon and decision to the idea cannot bring death, but rather rebirth. Still waters into a new vision of the world. And that's what Luna is doing, and these eclipses are doing. It's like it's trying to liberate us into going from an evil place to the beautiful, to the beautiful portal. Okay, that's exactly what's going down with that. How beautiful. And here we have another coin, 8 of Power coin, and look at that. Two of them together. Oh, 2 of them together. The 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Earth, the 8 of Prudence. Let's just read this now because we got it in my hand. The 8 of Pentacles. And this dragon tarot draconis here, and this is the lovers in the front. Okay, and then we have the stars. It's a very, dragons, they kind of have everything going on with them. They're from earth, they're air, fire, water. There's water serpents. Chinese medicine really embraces the water serpents of dragon. And here's one. There's a dragon here, a serpent. We can talk about dragons all day long on my channel, and I kind of keep them at bay because I love them so much, and I try to keep them for myself. Okay, but here we go, the Pentacles. So I'm going to open up with the Pentacles, the Earth sign, okay, which is a fabulous thing. You know, it's like Virgo is Earth sign. Happy birthday, Virgo, again. And that we have this sun coming in with the Leo. Again, the moon, the earth, and the sun. We wouldn't have our earth without both of them. Okay, so now, and the earth element speaks of coin, you know, of money, possessions. So the dragons of wealth. Okay, the dragons of wealth. And we have two of them in my hand. Okay. We are the firstborn of Mother Earth, and we know her secrets. We are the keepers of the treasures, and we keep sleepless watch in deep underground passages where wavering warriors come to challenge our ear. Our eyrie, like they say in Jamaica. Those seeking to steal will be destroyed. Those who are not afraid to look into our eyes will discover that the greatest splendor of all is not that of gold, but rather of inner richness. Okay, and that's what we talk about on this channel. We really do. Okay, so number 8, okay, the magical seal, skill and self-discipline, deliberation. Okay, and you can see the dragon is forging those coins. It's like you've earned it. 8's about power and success. You've earned it. You've walked it. You've talked it. You've done it. You've lived it. You pray it. And nobody will take it away from you. And that's how we do it. That's how we do it. You forge your own coin. Okay. You make it happen. And people will try to take it away from you, but you know that we've had these major ARCANA cards here coming through is like, I don't think so. And because we have this moon in Pisces coming at the end of the month, I had to bring out these, you know, Flow and Fly. I wrote it down in February 2008, before I came on YouTube. I came on YouTube in 2011. Flow and fly, just flow and fly, like dragons do. Right there in my hand. Woo, woo. We flow and we fly. Okay, we flow and we fly, and that's how we do it. Okay, and then I have this. I want to pull one card from my little dragon cards. These are just a one, and I can't look at them because I'm. Let me turn my head, because they're very simple to read. Oh, look at that right in my hand. Okay. Okay, that wanted to pop out. And I do want to select a rune. I hardly ever select the runes for a monthly reading because I like them for my full moons. But because we have, again, organic electricity with the sun and the moon coming through, I'm just going to select one and see what happens, okay? Alright. Oh, breakthrough. This is known as breakthrough. That's fabulous. Okay, so here we come with this one. The bottlenose dolphin. Safe shores of emotional and physical security are yours. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's lovely. Here in Florida, we have so many dolphins all the time. I've swum in dolphins in Key West. We went on a big catamaran, and they had this contraption with like you had to have snorkel gear on, but it wasn't diving because I love diving, but it was a big catamaran, and we had to hold this kind of like that it could take us down, and we could dive down, and the dolphins would come. It's beautiful. It was I did this like probably like 20 years ago, but I feel it like I just did it 20 minutes ago. It was so beautiful, and Key West has beautiful waters, and this catamaran was gorgeous. It was beautiful, and it was everything slow. It was slow motion, and they weren't feeding the dolphins or anything like that. It's like the dolphins wanted to come to this catamaran, And there was only allowed like 8 people. That's all was allowed, and we just had to have our snorkel gear and our flippers, and they'd make you hold this. I want to say it, but we were told to like dive it down. It was the most beautiful thing ever. And here I'm wearing my dolphin right now. Ah, how beautiful. The bottlenose dolphin. Look at that. Oh, look at that. 8/20/2008. Look at those numbers right there before YouTube. Before YouTube. 8/20/2008. Safe shores of emotional and physical security are yours. Keyword protection. Protection. Astounding news will present a fresh start. You have nothing to fear in a situation that may make you feel as if you are out of your depth. The bottlenose dolphin feels compelled to help an unfortunate companion to stay afloat. Help is at hand, perhaps from your mother or female friends. To encounter a vital new experience, you are simply being pushed towards the surface like a newborn dolphin, whose mother and female companions are encouraging it above the surface of the water to take its first breath. The strong social structure of the group revolves around the close bond between mother and offspring. Similarly, therein lies your support and good fortune. And I remember watching a video. I'm a little emotional right now because I love, living in Florida, and that I'm wearing my dolphin when this came through, And it's truth in the respect that when babies are born, there is this magic that happens with the mother and these other females to help the baby breathe its first breath, because they're mammals. Dolphins are mammals. No, they're not fish. They're mammals. They breathe. They have to breathe, like whales. They have to breathe air, and it's beautiful. And here we have 29. 2 and 9 is 11. Master code 11. Oh, that's beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, hold on. Where we are? 46. Okay, and now we selected this dragon card. Yielding. Yielding. This dragon is encouraging you to follow the line of least resistance. Where could this take you? And back in the day I would write on my cards, and this was my second pick. Okay. Where could it take me? And I've had this deck forever as well. Let's see. Did I write dragons are creatures to be reckoned with. They are also our allies. As a source of instinctual wisdom and power, they can provide a fierce and burning desire, an understanding of our vulnerability, or can simply help us to enjoy the richness of human nature. The dragon cards ask us to explore all of who we are, including the wilder, less socialized aspects of ourselves. They can be used in a spirit of curiosity to find where our treasure lies, to protect it and to honor it. And we've had some coin on this table, my friends. And dragons, like mermaids, they love their treasures, right? They love that treasure chest. Okay, let's pick up the 52 cards. Silencing for the day for longer. Okay, so yielding. This dragon is recognizing you to follow the line of least resistance. Where could you where could this take you? I'm just going to select one more, just like straight out from this box here. I'm not even going to shuffle. I'm just going to pull one out. Silence. Silence. This dragon is calling you to the place beyond words. And silence is golden. I believe in that. Sometimes I too need to take a break out from things. I believe in the respect that sometimes the less I say is more golden. And Okay, Dagaz, breakthrough. Okay, and what's awesome about this rune is there's no reverse, so this is more importante. Okay, more importante. So here we have breakthrough, and this rune's name is Dagaz. Okay, Dagaz, black snake. Back in 2013, Chinese zodiac. Okay, well this reading has taken like empowerment situation to go within, no doubt about it. It's going within. There we have it. Okay, so the gods. Oopsie. Wow, it's dancing on my fingers. Breakthrough, transformation. Breakthrough, transformation day. Here is the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. Okay, hold on a momento. Okay, so here we have, because the runes go in a format. Okay, so we're 22 the gods. Okay, so here is the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. Drawing daggers often signals a major shift or breakthrough in the process of self-change, a complete transformation in attitude, a 180-degree turn. For some, the transition is so radical that they are no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. Because the timing is right, the outcome is assured, although not, from the present vantage point, predictable. In each life there comes at least one moment which, if recognized and seized, transforms the course of that life forever. Rely therefore on radical trust, even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed into the void. And here we had the void reversed here. You know, the hangman was like that. Okay, you know, like literally, you're going into that, you know, that self-sacrifice. You know, you're going into spirituality. You don't know where it's going to take you. And for those of you who've never been there, but you are opening up, you're awakening your soul, go for it. Please, my darlings, go for it. Rely therefore on radical trust, even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed into the void. With this rune, your warrior nature reveals itself. And you know, on this channel, we are spiritual warriors. We are spiritual warriors. We're fierce and fearless. We send the dark ones to where they come from. Okay? It's called the white light, bright light, all around me and within me, protects me both day and night. White light, bright light, all around me and within me, I banish all bane. White light, bright light, all around me and within me, protects me both day and night. White light, bright light, all around me and within me, I banish all profane bane. In the name of Jesus Christ, beloved Son of Father God, Mother Mary and His life beloved, the Magdalene Mary. White light, bright light. And that's how we do it. We are spiritual warriors on this channel. If Dagaz is followed by the blank rune, which is the Odin rune, and last year I picked two because my pouch here has, this is 2 runes. This is 2 decks of the runes. I have 2 books, okay. My first divination ever were the runes, okay. And I was in Key West, actually. I was in Key West, and we walked. We went with this couple, my husband and I, and she was into metaphysics. She was his veterinarian, actually. She worked for us, and she was a cool cat. And so we walk into this metaphysical store in Key West, because they're very open-minded down there. And somehow this is a true story, okay. This is a true story. We walk into this metaphysical shop. The boys are doing whatever they're doing, and she and I were doing what we were doing. And I just selected some cards. I was just there for, like, you know, getting some greeting cards or something. And I go up to the, you know, to check out. And I literally have this deck in my hand. This is truth. Okay. And mind you, sometimes when you're doing spiritual matters, it's like your mind is not thinking, you know, it's like you're just doing. It comes from your heart, el corazón, okay. But that I was with my cool cat friend, veterinarian. She believed in all this metaphysical, mystic things as well. I had that balance going on, because I definitely didn't have it with my ex-husband. And she and I could walk in and magic happened. And it did happen. And you can see I have two. This is a deck of two, because I knew they were meant for me. Okay. It was meant for me. So, and the blank rune, last year I pulled out 2 in a row, blank runes, which is Odin. Odin was the one who scribed the runes, okay? Norse mythology, you know, I'm into the Viking stuff as well. And I went into some kind of organic, spiritual, you know, I started, like, I lost my mind on that video, I really did. Okay, so if the God is followed by the blank rune, the magnitude of the transformation might be so great as to portend a death, a successful conclusion to your passage. And we've been talking about the death and rebirth. A major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. The darkness is behind you. Daylight has come. Nevertheless, you are resonated, minded not to collapse yourself into thoughts for the future or behave recklessly in your new situation. Consider hard work can be involved in time of transformation. Undertake it and do it joyfully. And we have all this coin here. We were talking about it. And here's Fehu right here. And the respect, I can't read it now because I don't want the YouTube to take me out, because it does. Fehu right here. Fehu. Okay, Fehu. Possessions is here. And it's organically good. But I'm at 55. You know, like I say, let me see, hold on, let me just read it real, if I can just go. The possessions, we've had the coin here, we've had a lot of going on here. Please, my friends, believe in yourselves. Just believe in yourselves, okay? Fehu. Fehu is a rune of fulfillment, ambition, satisfied, love shared, rewards received. It promises nourishment from the most worldly to the sacred and the divine. For if the ancient principle, in quotes, as above so below, holds true, then we are here to nourish God. This rune calls for a deep probing of the meaning of profit and gain in your life. Look with care to know whether it is wealth and possessions you require for your well-being, or rather self-rule and the growth of a will. Another concern of Fehu is to conserve what has already been gained. The rune urges vigilance and continual mindfulness, especially in times of good fortune, for it is then that you are likely to collapse yourself into your success on the one hand or behave recklessly on the other. Enjoy your good fortune and remember to share it for the mark of the well-nourished self is the ability and willingness to nourish others. I believe that, my darlings. Give back, do good. Love you all. Ciao.